There's a quote by the holistic health practitioner and raw food advocate Ann Wigmore. She said, "The food you eat can either be the safest and most powerful form of medicine or the slowest form of poison." I'm sure you've heard the phrase at some point in your life, you don't live to eat, you eat to live. The food we eat should be serving a purpose to energize our bodies. Food is a medicine, and if you're not utilizing it in that way, you can begin anytime you so choose. If you feel better, you will think better and begin feeling a more harmonious union between your mind and body connection. Imagine if every day when you woke up, you felt energized and ready for your day without the need or cravings of caffeine, sugar, and other artificial things that has no nutritional value whatsoever for your body. There are people who literally have splitting headaches or migraines if they go for prolonged periods of time without having caffeine or other addictive substances that's passed along to us as food. That's not the way our human bodies are designed to function. If you don't currently eat healthy food, and if you are truthful with yourself, one thing you will notice after eating a filling meal is that you feel sluggish, lethargic, and ready to take a nap. Your body's reaction to that meal lets you know instinctively that the food serves you little to no purpose at all because it doesn't nourish you on an intracellular level. If we notice our bodies, our own bodies, people who we see walking the streets, family members, etc. As people get older, you will notice their stomachs and midsection area tend to get larger. You may consciously cast it off as getting older means you naturally get bigger in that area. But that's not how things should be. One of the main reasons why this is happening is because of the foods we eat, especially a heavy meat diet, which stays in our bodies for weeks, depending on the type of meat. The longer meat, food sits in your body, it literally pollutes your body and manifests itself as hypertension, gout, high cholesterol, diabetes, heart issues, impotence, female sexual dysfunction, etc. The key to life is movement of your body and movement of food through your body. Simply begin thinking of food as fuel for your body. The better the fuel you put in your car, the less trash you find in your gas tank that can hinder your car's performance. There's a quote by Robert Urich, the famed stage actor and television producer. He said, "A healthy outside starts from the inside. If you have the courage to change your eating habits, you will certainly see a huge difference in your body, as well as the largest organ of your body, which is your skin. You will notice how much more vibrant and healthy your skin looks because you simply changed the foods you eat. All of those pimples or various things that hassle your skin, you will notice it beginning to clear up. It will not be easy to change your eating habits or anything else about yourself. If it were easy, everyone would be doing it. Many people start doing things, but few finish it. You can create a new mind for yourself by changing your attitude and thoughts about the purpose of food itself. Why not create a new world for yourself on purpose? Why wait on your physician to tell you that you need to change your eating habits when you can feel and sense how your body is doing right now? There's a quote by Berkey Bear, who's a speaker, author, and advocate for regenerative farming. He said, "Pay the farmer or pay the hospital." You can choose to do something different and literally change the destiny of your entire family by eating more consciously, becoming more aware of what you're doing. Who knows what other family member you will influence to change their own eating habits. Begin today by making small changes consistently. There's no better time than now. Maybe you can decide today that you will only drink water and no longer drink sodas or various other things that you're drinking. That's a start in the right direction. Even if you have not reached your ultimate destiny, you're certainly on your way. Small changes create great results. But as with anything you do, there must be a reason for doing whatever you decide to do. Otherwise, you will not endure until you receive your desired outcome. I don't know the reason you will choose, but if you can't find a reason to do it for yourself, maybe do it for your family, friends, and loved ones who would love to see you live a healthier, happy, and fulfilling life. What about your son or daughter? They would certainly love for you to be around for a long time. I remember approximately 4 years ago now, I went to the doctor for an annual checkup, and my physician told me that all of the tests they ran came back fine, but I was overweight, weighing 285 pounds at the time. I was shocked because none of my friends or family members told me that I was overweight. Nor did I tell myself that I was either, even though I looked in the mirror every day. One of the worst things you can do is lie to yourself. My mother had this saying, that's a hurt feeling thing. She would say that phrase anytime she was faced with something that was tough to deal with. Anyway, because I'm 6 feet 7 inches, I was able to get away with being overweight by wearing baggy clothes. I was under the impression that I was eating healthy, at least from what I was being told by the television commercials. I took my physician's challenge and decided to lose weight. So I began doing a lot of research and found out that most of the foods that I was eating were not natural food and served no nutritional value for my body. I believe in going all out for whatever you decide to do in your life. After finding out how long it takes for the different types of meat to be digested, processed through my body, and the parasites that accompany them, I decided to stop eating meats altogether. Some of you may think discontinuing eating meats is a hard thing for you, and it definitely could be. But if you hurt enough, you will try just about anything to relieve your pain. There's a story about an old man who was at work, and he began telling his co-workers in the dining hall about how to eat better and how they could improve their physical well-being. While he was speaking, one man jumped up and yelled, "I don't believe in all of that healthy eating stuff you're talking about. I think we should eat whatever we want to eat." About 9 months later, after getting a diagnosis of diabetes from his doctor, he found that old man and said to him, "Tell me a little more about that eating well stuff you were talking about." Some people will need to experience a setback before they become willing to change something in their lives. There's something about pain that will cause you to at least reconsider your position. Pain is a persuader. Certainly pain doesn't change anyone, because if it did, many people would change the things that are causing them harm. Well, to finish my story, I lost over 50 pounds by just eating natural foods in about 6 months. And I continue to eat well and maintain my weight. I don't exercise excessively to maintain my weight at all, but simply by eating consciously, I've been able to maintain. I remember the first 3 weeks of me changing my eating habits, how I had headaches, and there were a few nights consecutively in a row that I woke up in a cold sweat. Later on, I found out that my body was literally detoxifying itself from all of the pollutants that I had previously been feeding it for years. You can change your affiliation with food and create a new you that will amaze yourself. Create a new mind within you in regards to your relationship with food. The cost to eat healthy is not expensive at all, because of the local farmers markets that sell fresh produce on a daily basis, who don't have the overhead of the big box stores, who have to ship their produce all across the country. Those of you who live in rural areas and have unused land, you can begin planting your own fruits and vegetables. Whatever you need to do in order to achieve your goal, you should do it. There's a quote by Julia Child. She said, "You don't have to cook fancy or complicated masterpieces. Just good food from fresh ingredients." There's a quote by Richard Simmons. He said, "No tricks, gimmicks, special pills, special potions, special equipment. All it takes is desire and will. You hold all the cards to change your life. So do something with it. Play your hand as well as any hand can be played. So be proactive and begin implementing the things you've learned today in order to start the process of your new mind creation. Also remember to join me again next week for an all-new episode.